Welcome in, everyone, to the Fly for Fun show. And I got to say, Ray, before we even get started on the show, that I want to thank Michael and Sergio for that intro. They've been working on that for us, and man, they did it kind of out the kindness of their heart, and man, did a great job. So I'm kind of excited about it, and we'll keep tweaking it and stuff. We'll change it now and then, but I do definitely want to thank Mike and Sergio. Well, it's Captain Ray. Today is June 16th. It is our 24th show of the year. And we got two great guests today. We got Mark Fisher and Anthony Castaldi. Is that how you say it?
Castaldi, I think.
Castaldi, yes. And Anthony was a young man at the drone meetup in Florida that we met. And, of course, Mark was too. And they're both photographers. So I think they'll have a lot in common and be a good show. And then, of course, tonight we'll be giving away some Fly for Fun stickers and Remote Pilot 101 stickers. We'll give away a set of each twice in the show. And we'll do our Part 107 questions that we keep up with for the month. And right now, I think Matt Conduff and Michael Wright have two correct answers. JC and Chuck Kovac have one each. So we'll keep up with that as we go. We'll do three questions. We'll do one question before we bring Anthony in, and then we'll bring Mark in and do a question in between. And then we're going to show some video tonight from some users and stuff. So, yeah, we've got a great show. And, join our Facebook page. We have a Fly for Fun Facebook page, and so Captain, how was your week? We got a great crowd in already, and
it's amazing. I mean, look at all the people that are in the stream already, But I had a great week. But let me acknowledge quite a few of them. Matt Cundiff, he was the first one in, and Mr. JRC's, and we got the Brad Alston and John Olson from Long Island. He only lives 20 minutes from me. So, but, it's good to see everybody. And Michael down in Texas Arch Drone Guy. And who else we got here? AZ Drone Dudes. And Michael, obviously, thank you very much for that new intro. It really gives us a lot of class. We didn't have class. Now we got class.
It was great.
But anyway, and who else we got here? Lawrence. Lawrence goes from one stream to our stream.
Yeah, Flight 101, Herman and Lawrence, and I got to say they've been, really plugging our show. I appreciate it. Those two guys are listening, and who else? Jody's in here from Jones Shots. Stevie is in from Capture Life.
Bagwell too. Yeah, and Angela, Lost Girl. So we got a good crowd in the house already, Johnny. But listen, I had a pretty good week. I signed up for Spin Up.
Spin Up is definitely, well, we say around the corner, but that news broke a couple weeks ago now. But and I think it's going to be a great crowd. I know I have my ticket, you have yours, and I think Maddie has his, Brad has his. Anybody in the chat, you're welcome to put in if you thinking about it or tell us that you're going. We're all staying, I think, at the same hotel. It's
Spring Hill Suites,
Spring Hill Suites, yeah.
And I'm looking forward. I'm very excited. I've watched the videos of the past spin-ups, and, it seems like it's really a great event. There's no doubt it's a great event. Kelly Shores, he really puts on a first-class event, and I'm excited. I really am. I booked my airline ticket already. You were kind enough to share your room with me. So I'm
happy. Have a great, I'll tell you, going to the Florida meetup, and of course we've said it. We were on Drone Nation, I think Monday night with Ron and Marcus, and if you're at all, kind of, I say apprehensive about going or kind of thinking about it, man, don't, because it'll be one of the best experiences of your life. I was kind of reluctant. I know Captain Ray stayed on me about going to Florida, and man, that was fun.
Johnny, I got to say hello to somebody. She's my neighbor down in Florida. Melissa Breeze. Glad you stopped in. How you doing? And
hey, welcome in, Melissa.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, there you go.
We got a viewer in Australia, Tim Jackson. How you doing, buddy? So we got a good crowd, Johnny.
Yeah, and Captain, I was just kind of on Facebook a while ago, and I just got a paper here. I saw some little drone news, and Mini 2 is now available for the smart controller. It's compatible with the smart controller. I think Air Photography, Sean just put that up, and Ron Brown had it in Drone Nation. So that's kind of exciting for the guys who have that smart controller. So
no, that's good. That's real good.
Yeah, you know? I think they've been asking, for it, and it's something. And of course, everybody's talking about a new smart controller, and of course, some other drone news. Some people, of course, waiting for the Xeno 2 Mini. That's supposedly, getting close. So it's supposed to be around the middle of June. The FEMI Minis, of course, have shipped, and I know you have one, I have one, and we're kind of battling. I mean, it's they did some updates, and it's kind of been okay and not okay, and so we're still we're hoping that drone, it'll get better with updates. I hope. I flew it one time, and the Horizon was great without any updates, any changes. The next time I flew it, it was all over the place. So it's kind of weird that happens. But
I didn't have that Horizon issue. It's amazing. It flew pretty good for me. The thing that I found, it wasn't as steady as the DJI Mavic Mini for me.
Right.
It sort of, I mean, the camera was steady, and you would be amazed. You'd think that the video would be a little wobbly, but it's not. It's really a good camera on that drone.
The camera's pretty good on it. And then what else? Of course, they're all waiting for the Mavic 3 or whatever. And so they got a lot of drone news, a lot of drones to spend our money on here in the next little bit.
And you got another drone coming. You got another one coming, right?
Well, I had the Xeno Mini, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
forward to seeing that.
But that'll be the last one I buy if this thing doesn't fly good. I will say that. We got to fight. And then, of course, Walmart and DJI announcing that big merger with that Mini SE. That's, it's going to be, looks like it's $299. I know Maddie's put up a couple of stickers, and some people said, it's going to be available. And I know Mike Wright put somewhere, I forgot where he said they had a refurb Mini for $299 somewhere today.
$299 also. Yeah. Hey, Ken Huppower's in the house. How you doing, Ken?
Ken?
Good to see you. Always good to see you.
I'll tell you what, Ray. Let's do our first question, and we'll bring. You get a chance to answer this, and I'm gonna pop it up.
Yep. Hopefully, people will learn a little.
Yeah, it's
Brian, part 107. But you want to read the question, Johnny?
Yeah. Scheduled maintenance should be performed in accordance with A, the contractor requirements. I don't know about that. B, stipulations in 14 CFR Part 43, or C, the manufacturer's suggested procedures. So I think that's a fairly easy question.
A lot of right answers going in the chat already, too. Congratulations, Brad. You got it first.
I think Brad popped in first there.
Yeah. And that's what's good. We share some interesting questions, and people learn, hopefully. I know I've learned. There were some questions that I didn't know the answers to,
Yeah. Well, we just try to, kind of do it as fun and participation. So it's kind of fun. And
now you have a little video that I sent you, right? I'm trying to make my videos shorter. My videos used to go 9 or 10 minutes, and I've been sort of criticized for that, I guess you could say. We fall asleep, Ray. So anyway, I'm trying to make them under 5 now. And we'll see how long this lasts. But did you get the one I sent you?
Yeah, let's share it. I'll show a little bit of this one.
To Adventures with CaptainRay Kelly.
And we welcome
Long Island, New York.
newer videos too. So please send them to us.
Cedar Beach for a quick.
Now, Ray, how far is that from you?
20 minutes from my door. Yep.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna love it.
That's nice.
And please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel now. And if you hit the little bell, you can notify of our new release video.
Yeah, it's a nice beach there. The North Shore of Long Island has a nice beach. It's different. It's not as sandy as the South Shore beaches, but it's nice. And as you can see, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
On the North Shore of Long Island. And this was filmed back in May, so the beach wasn't crowded at all. Otherwise, I say that in the voiceover. I wouldn't be able to film here or fly the drone here in the summertime.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're missing some bikinis on the beach there.
Yeah, and that's a nice fishing pier that they have there. You know, I caught a lot of fish off that pier. It's a great place to bring children to get them involved in fishing. My son caught his first fish from that pier.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's really a great place to fish and fly drones. And you know, I
Yeah.
like kayaking, so
Recently widened.
You need to bring that Femi Mini over the water there, Ray.
yeah. And they got a couple of marinas there, and the town marina is a little further down. It's really a nice harbor, and that's where I go kayaking.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun place to fly.
Yeah,
So
well, very nice. That looks like fun. Well,
Go
Captain,
around,
I'm gonna
I'll
let you
take you there.
introduce.
We'll go flying at Cedar Beach.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you introduce Anthony. You know, and tell
Yeah,
us
no,
about.
we got a couple of great guests, but you know, I met Anthony at the South Florida Drone Meetup. You know, I didn't know him. He showed up, and I got to know him, and I could tell right off the bat that he was a professional photographer. He had a good little business going. His company is called MSMD Perception. So why don't we welcome in Anthony Castaldi from Florida?
Hey, Anthony.
Hello. Well, actually, from Long Island, such as yourself, but in Florida now, yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's good to have you, Anthony. Really, I didn't realize that you were from Long Island. If you told me that at the meetup, I forgot, so I apologize.
Yeah, that's okay.
Where you
no,
from,
thanks for having me, guys.
Long
You said we're in Long Island?
Yeah.
Baldwin, originally.
Oh, yeah, Baldwin. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And then, I moved around a little bit. I was in Bethpage for a while, North Babylon for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Massapequa. You know, went to high school.
I remember saying. Yeah.
So anyway, Anthony,
I still have this from the drone meetup. Thanks to Brad.
There you go. I know Brad Alston.
And then, yes, and then from this is my Part 107 study notebook, and I've had these stickers on it. So thanks so much. Yeah, I was holding on to the stickers because I didn't really know what to put them on, but then once I got the notebook and this was designated for my Part 107 notes, I was like, this is the place to put the stickers.
Anthony, are you studying for the test? I mean, you fixing to take it or?
Yeah. I'm studying with Tony Snicerski.
Yeah.
So I study a little bit on my own. I'm doing Pilot Institute. But you know, it's like he invited me to come over and study with him, and
sure.
it makes it so much better.
I did it about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. It wasn't too bad. So just, hey, you know, kind of crash that last little bit, schedule it and go take it. You'll be fine. But Anthony, it was nice to meet you. And I was like, you know, at first, I want to ask you, how did you kind of find out about the meetup? Because I didn't recognize you from any streams. And I'm like asking, I think I whispered to Maddie, I said, man, who's the guy with he's got about $20,000 worth of camera gear around his neck, you know?
No, I didn't bring any gear. That was Mark.
Mark had all the gear.
Yeah.
But you flew drones, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have a Mavic Air 2 that I bought. Yeah.
You had the Air 2.
Yeah. Which I'm a bit upset about. I'm dealing with it, but not 1 month after I bought it, DJI comes out with the 2S and no pre-announcement or anything. I'm like, these guys. Yeah. I'm like that, you know, and it's like, man, that 1-inch sensor. I would have liked that, but yeah. So you guys have to meet up, and
so Anthony, you know, we like you to tell the viewers about yourself. You know, how did you get involved with drones and your case, photography? So if you could just share a little bit about that and anything else you want to share with us and the viewers.
Sure, thanks. Yeah, so I have a production company. It's a video and photography, mostly small business videos. So either ads, interviews, events, things like that. I also do cartoon animations, photography, and you know, I do have some guys that work with me. So I was doing that since high school. Like one of my friends was like, "Hey, you should join AV. Like AV is pretty cool." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, whatever." I didn't really give it much thought. And then I was like the AV geek that like the kids would make fun of, but I was working and making money. The teachers were paying me to shoot things for them. The coaches were paying me to shoot sports. So I was able to save up and buy my first car by doing it. And I'm like, this is great. I really love it. And I worked some odd jobs after high school, but looking back, I was just like, man, the only thing that I really loved was doing video and editing. So I stuck with it after that, started my business. I got my first drone in like, I think it was around 2016. It was the DJI Phantom 3 4K. And I remember first seeing the drones either on YouTube or B&H or whatever. And I was like, man, this is like the most amazing thing ever. And what were they, like $1,200 or something? I was thinking they were going to be like $5,000, $10,000. But I saw that and I'm like, man, I've got to get one of these. So experimented with the Phantom 3 4K, crashed it quite a few times. I was shooting this one job, actually. This was a few years ago. And it was like this big office building off of Route 110, actually, in Melville. And there was like this awning, and these guys were like, "Oh, you know what? They're having a conference room right up there. Like, can you like film up there and like kind of freak them out? Like they'll see it out the window." So I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that," and I'm real excited and whatever. And I was in ADI mode because like my GPS cut out, and I wasn't experienced enough to know like, okay, make sure your drone is always oriented in the position that you know it's in. So like. It was in ADI, it lost GPS, I got nervous, and I crashed the drone right into that glass building. And it dropped.
Oh, wow.
It dropped like 20 or 25 feet, hit the concrete, boom, and I'm like, oh my God. So like, one, I'm embarrassed. Two, I'm kind of scared because like the clients were right there, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna like give me grief about it. And three, I was like, great, now I'm gonna have to buy a new drone, and I'm not even gonna be able
like,
to
what
finish
is this guy doing? Huh? And they probably like,
right.
So story. Yes, I didn't expect you to tell a story like this.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it either, but it happened. So, but yeah, the drone was still working after that, but I crashed it a few more times, and yeah, so now I have the Mavic Air 2, and just flying it for fun, just trying to get my pilot license.
Good. Yeah. And you enjoy photography. I mean, there's no doubt about it, right?
Yeah, photo, video, whatever. Yep, I like them both. They're pretty similar.
Yeah,
that'd be.
Let me congratulate Tim Jackson. He's the one who got that right number. Congratulations, Tim. You know, we haven't sent any stickers to Australia, that's for sure. But and Anthony, if you had one drone, and you know, we know a couple of drones are coming out, so if there's a drone that you want to buy, what would be your favorite drone, or what drone would you like?
Yeah, that's a tough call. Part of me really likes that Inspire series just because it's so heavy duty and it could hold, you know, whatever cameras or whatever. You know, I love to get a, you know, drone that I could throw like a A7S III or something crazy on with like a nice lens. But I mean, you know, just even having the Air 2, the quality is just surprisingly good, how steady it is, even like how much of a step up it is from the Phantom 3 4K. I mean, it's really amazing.
No, so, it is.
I think you kind of can't really go wrong with basically anything you're going to get these days.
You know, it's funny that you had said that about the Air 2X, you know, that it came out, you know, I ended up buying it, you know.
Oh, you did?
I was happy with the Air 2. I really was, you know, but then you get caught up and you buy it. But I love the Air 2S. I really do.
So, like, tell me what things you like better about it, or what things do you maybe not like as much about it.
Well, again, you know, I'm not a real professional photographer like yourself. And it's almost exactly like the Air 2, but it does take better photos, better video, as far as I'm concerned. And it's just a great drone. It really is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to try one of those.
The 1S sensor, you know, if you did some night flying, that would be much better than the Air 2. You know, and Mark's coming in a few minutes, and he's a photographer too. So I think y'all have a lot in common. And Mark, you know, can see all of that. You know, of course, he's got I think he has the Evo too. But yeah, I did the same thing, Anthony. I think I ordered the Air 2, and about, I don't know, maybe a couple hours later, Ron Brown messaged me, said, "Hey, I hate to bust your bubble, but the Air 2, they have an Air 2S coming. But I have
Yeah.
both right now, and I'll probably end up eventually selling my Air 2. But yeah, the Air 2S I flew it this morning. I even put it in a little FPV mode, and kind of did, I never done that before. So it's fast as hell though, in sport mode. It's pretty fast and normal. So it's fun to fly. Yeah, and I know Matty, Matty loves his. He actually sold his Air 2 to get the Air 2S. So
it was funny the day of that event. When they went on sale, Brad and Matt, they were the first ones to buy them. And it was just so exciting. And then the next day, I was flying with Matt down in Palm Beach, North Palm Beach, and he says, "Ray, I'm going to let you fly it too," and he did. And I had already ordered mine, and it was just amazing to fly that drone. I was so happy with it. And sure enough, later in the day, it was delivered to my door.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought about selling mine or trying to return it. Like there was a huge Best Buy return type thing going on. Cause apparently Best Buy had a policy where you could return anything up to 365 days after you purchase it. And everyone on all the Facebook groups I'm in was we're returning this, we're getting the 2S. And I was like, man, I got mine from Adorama and it had a 30-day return policy. I don't know if I could have returned it or not, but I don't know if I really would have felt right about it because, I did use it a few times and, it's my own just personal morals type thing.
You'll get it. Look, it may be something. You may be able to move up to the big boy, the new Mavic 3 or something that's professional type,
Absolutely. The only thing I wish it had on it was the waypoints. And I hear a lot of people talking about that too, because the Phantom 3 way back when had waypoints. Just to be able to and if you're doing hyperlapse mode, it does 8K hyperlapse. And yes, it can do waypoints in that section where you could tilt the camera or move the drone or do whatever you want to do. But to just be able to do that in video mode and have a straight real-time video, I really wish they had that feature.
Let me just say hello to a few more people. How you doing, Marcus? Always good to see you. Lloyd, Art, how you doing? Jim from Above and Beyond Drones, how you doing? And Justin from 863. We got a great crowd in the house, John. It must be because they knew Anthony and Mark.
And Mark's coming on. Yeah. Let's do this second question, and then we'll bring Mark in. And this is an easy one, I think. But anyway, a dashed blue circle on a sectional chart depicts what class airspace? Class A, Class C, B, Class D, or C, Class B? Easy question.
Oh, are you asking me?
No.
Okay.
More or less. Yep.
I think Matty actually got it.
Yeah, Matt got it right off of the bat, Yeah. Congratulations, Matt. Yeah. But Johnny, before we bring Mark in, not to keep him back there too much longer.
Yeah, he eats a lot. He eats a lot. He gives me the evil eyes.
Any place in the world where you would like to fly, Anthony, where would that be?
So that's a tough question for me because in general, I feel like everyone thinks of exotic places and some mystical thing. But, I feel like in general, there are so many great places that are so close to home that you just don't realize that everyone's so focused on that place or that place. I wish I could go there. I wish I could go there. But it's you look right around the block and you could really find something amazing. Although when I was on Long Island, my favorite spot to fly was Cold Spring Harbor. They've got right across from the library up there. So if you haven't flown there, I'd suggest you to try that, Ray. Right across from the library, they got the Cove. They've got mountains right at the sunset at August. It'll be shining right into the drone. You'll get some really nice shots. So, I guess I would go back there. But yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm going to definitely go in there one day. No doubt about it. I remember driving by it. It is
Anthony, he got plenty of time, so he'll go fly anywhere. So, hey.
Yeah, totally. I definitely want to see that footage when you do it too. and you did suggest to me to make a YouTube channel. I think Ray did, but it could have been Johnny. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I texted you. I didn't know, but
yeah. And I was like,
and hey, just post some, Anthony, and it's fun.
Yeah, so I started doing that. Ever since you said it, I was like, maybe that was the spark that I needed. So yeah, I started just uploading some of my 1 minute just fun samples.
Good.
All right, well, guys, we got a guy in the back room now. And Anthony, you said you do cartoon characters and characters. Now, this guy is a character. I'll tell you what, he's giving me the evil eye because he said he's eating too many shrimp. But let's welcome in Mark Fisher. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
I got my eye on you guys, man.
Mark, welcome in, man. Welcome in.
Hey,
we appreciate you coming in. It's been a while, and I know you're a photographer, and I know Anthony is a photographer, so I thought y'all compliment each other. And you know, Anthony, did you get to meet Mark? Did y'all?
Yes. And actually, so I was in the market to get a motorized gimbal because I was using the glide cam forever, and everyone's killing the games with these motorized gimbals. And Mark had one that I was looking at, the DJI Ronin, the RS2. Yeah, RS2. And actually, Tony Snicerski was there, and he had the
RC2.
I don't know, the mini version of it. Yeah. So like I got to try both of them at that event that I wanted to try before buying because I was hung up on which one to get. So Mark, thank you so much. I did end up getting the RS2. I love it. It's amazing. My glide cam's like a piece of junk now. Thank you.
Yeah, I look different with the ocean without the ocean.
You know, Mark, it's so good to have you on our show, really. You know, and I'm not just saying it because you're there. You know, when I met you at the South Florida drone meetup, you know, you impressed me. I knew you from your meetup group, which is a very successful meetup group up there in Rhode Island.
Thank you. Well, I want to say something. That intro that you guys got, man, you're moving up, and I love that. And I think
that's,
this
you know,
amazing.
Yeah, Sergio and Michael did that, man. I think actually Sergio, but of course Mike. But yeah, they took some time and did it. And man, I appreciate it so much because know, Mark, you're supposed to be tutoring me here pretty soon. We're gonna start some classes on editing. But yeah, they do a great job of that. So
yeah, that was a really good intro. I like it. You know, I think it's a nice segue into the show, and you know, I think that's gonna like really boost your ratings and stuff like that. Get some more people in here. It's really good, and definitely, yeah. I think fading here, I'm fading out or something.
Did you get kicked out of the house, or you outside? I see.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm outside. I'm actually out in my backyard, and
I love
a lot of my photography, especially during COVID. I'm gonna take you guys a little trip outside, and you know, I got it all set up, and you know, CaptainRay and I were talking about a pond, and his pond looks like a lake to my, like, I don't know what. I swim in it from time to time. That's where I get my drone retrieving skills. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is where I do a lot of my photography because of, you know, when COVID came around, I wasn't going anywhere, and I love photography, and I brought wildlife right to my backyard. I would say there's probably about 20 species of birds in my backyard, and I live in the city. So, and I didn't think I would get that many species of birds, but over time, continue to feed them, continue to do some studies on them and what they eat, how they like to eat, and, you know, getting some big bird houses, like hotel bird houses. Let me bring you over here.
Look at this. Now, this is different, Johnny. You know, we're getting the outdoor tour.
I like that. Hey.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I got planes flying over the top of me because I'm a little close to the airport, but I'm outside of the restricted zone, so which is cool. Yeah. I can fly right straight from my house, which I do a lot of. But there's a soccer field, and there's a zoo, a park, where I did most of my learning how to fly about 7 years ago, a little bit over 7 years now because time is going by. But that's where I did a lot of. I took 3 years before I started to even say what I offer or what that I was a drone pilot. So it was about 3 years before I even came out and testing all type of drones, starting with the Phantom 1 and then the 2 and got rid of them. And then I got the Karma GoPro.
Okay. Yep, I heard horror stories about that drone.
Oh my God. They should have put wheels on it. They should have put wheels on it. That thing flew into everything except the air. So, yeah. So then after that, I think I got the Phantom, no, the Mavic Pro. And then after that came the Phantom 4 Pro, and then after that came the Mavic 2 Pro.
Now you fly that funny looking orange thing, right?
Well, yeah, that funny orange thing.
That's his baby. That's his new baby.
Yeah.
In between there, which was crazy, I had a friend. Sorry, we got some music going by. All right, so I have a friend who owns an electronic business, and I was doing shows for him, doing Michael Jackson. As you know, I used to be a Michael Jackson impersonator. So I was doing shows for him, and I got to be his friend. And he calls me up one day, and he goes, "Hey, I got some drones over here. I know you're into drones. I want you to come take a look." 20 Phantom 4 Phantom 4s, not the Pro. 20 of them, brand new in a box.
Oh, wow.
Along with like unique drones and that. He goes, "Can you sell these for me?"
Oh, okay.
Of course I can. So I started selling drones. I was selling Phantom 4s at $725 a piece, brand new in a box.
Oh, man, I would have bought one.
I know you would have. I saved you one. No.
It's a little dated now.
They 950 now, Captain.
Yeah, no. So
Mark, are you going to spin up, or have you thought, Anthony, are you going to spin up?
No, there's no way I'm not going to be able to move. This whole summer is just straight booked. I mean, I actually just walked in the door around 6:55 Eastern time, just before the show started, from shoot all day in Lynn, Massachusetts. Lynn, City of Sin, right?
Yeah.
So I was with a film crew out there today, and they're doing a video, and I was the drone pilot on the gig. So from 7 this morning to 7 tonight, we was out there. So it's a long day.
Long day. Yeah.
But, I wish I can go. I would love to go to spin up, but I'm not going to be able to move go anywhere this summer, actually, with all the bookings I'm getting as far as weddings and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you do a lot of weddings?
So I DJ.
All right.
Saturday, and then I got to shoot on Sunday. I got to shoot a $4 million house in Connecticut. So that's real estate stuff. So I do the weddings, the DJs, and I do flooring.
Oh, flooring too. Okay.
And he saves drones. So hey.
I know. And they go in the water.
And I can swim. Never learned to swim, and I couldn't.
Mark, I tell everybody about that story, by the way, just to let you know. I mean, you were the hero of the South Florida drone meetup when you recovered that drone.
Unexpectedly.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna find that," and you came out with it. I was like, "Dude, this guy."
See what you guys don't know. They had that stage and they did a little take before that. He makes commercials, guys. So just and he's good with Photoshop. So he photoshopped
that was all
edited.
The whole day was edited.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what, that was something to see, man. And everybody was saying the same thing. Like, man, hey, I'm not gonna find that drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the same thing, and
really,
a pause for the cars going by. As you can see, I live in the city. I live in the south side of Providence, and it's like this all day long. Cars going by, banging music, and that's why I didn't think I was gonna get these birds in my backyard, but they come, and I just put some jelly out for the Baltimore Oriole, and they come. They're amazing. They're beautiful birds.
You said jelly? What? Jelly?
Jelly?
Grape jelly.
Oh, great.
Birds eat grape jelly.
Birds eat grape jelly. Yes, Baltimore Oriole.
Really?
See that?
Okay,
You learn something new every week on the Fly for Fun show.
So I also want to say, the Florida drone meetup, man, South Florida drone meetup was just an amazing event. Event. Nothing that I ever been to. And just amazing people. I mean, to meet all of you guys, to meet the people that I met was just, I'll never forget that day. It was probably one of the best drone days I ever had, even though we didn't fly much, but just to meet everybody.
Right.
And I'll tell you, I thought the same thing, that I was never going to find that drone, especially because my thought was, when I get into the water, this is Florida water, I could see underwater, but I didn't realize it was going to be kicking up, all this sand, and I couldn't see my feet. You know what I mean? So I said to myself, I'm not going to find it. And when I did, it was really all about getting the drone back, and not trying to make, I'm some big hero or anything like that. Just get the drone back, because like Rhode Island Drone Meetup is no drone down. That's our slogan. So,
That's cool. Well, and I really had a great time there as well. And everyone I met, it was awesome. Such a great opportunity. And after leaving that event, I was like, man, I wish we could do this like once a month. Like, that'd be so cool. And so speaking of like, crashed drones and whatever, I'm actually trying to make a documentary of people who crashed their drones. And I'm not talking about like the FPV drones that they could take many hits. I mean, like DJI or something. If you crash it and it broke and like you're like sad about it or something, please contact me, because I would like to do a documentary. I want to be able to have the crashed footage as well.
Well, hopefully you have this photo, Anthony, and if you don't, I'll email it to you. But that's
thank you.
And for you guys who didn't see it, it was amazing the way Mark recovered that drone.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. So if any of you guys or anyone who's watching, if you guys have footage from the drone when you crashed it, and you could either be interviewed by me, or you have professional or closer professional gear that you could film yourself and send me the interview, that would be cool. I want to do I just thought it'd be interesting and entertaining to have a video of like a bunch of people and like their stories about crashing the drone and like how they were feeling about it.
Yeah, I saw Michael Blaze had today.
Yeah, that would be a great video.
I want to say something about the crashing of drones and that. I luckily haven't crashed in a while, and I don't care how professional you are, you're gonna crash. But there's prevention against crashing drones, and we don't want to crash, of course, obviously, because it sucks sometimes in the end that sometimes you don't get them back, and sometimes you do. And sometimes you get a drone that needs to get repaired, and some people don't have either DJI or Carry Fresh or whatever. But we got to understand that there's maintenance on these drones. You have to do the maintenance. You have to check your batteries. Ray and I was just talking earlier. He's got a log. Show him that log, Ray.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I got a little book, nothing fancy. It says drone log, that's it. But I keep track of my different flights right here. And at the very end, you can't really see it, but I put what batteries I used right here.
Awesome.
At the very end of
That's important. That's really
important. Rotate. Obviously, you're supposed to rotate your batteries.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is with that, it's like, you get, let's say 25, 22 minutes in the air, and it takes you how much time to do what you're doing to make sure that drone stays in the air for that long. And not only that, you have your IMU. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't have to do IMU because it didn't call for it. But if you're flying in another area, you don't know that area, and you got metal around you, you're going up and about, okay? You're going up and out. Now you start hitting that interference. Well, if you did the IMU, which takes like a minute,
right?
And now you're protecting yourself against the drone losing. I tell you, that's the only way you're gonna have crashes, unless you don't have sensors or whatever. And But another thing is too, place your drone, plan your shot, look up, because that's where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's no power wires over you.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Go straight up. Figure out the surroundings. What's the highest point? Go up over that.
Always check.
And guys that are afraid of flying over water, there's nothing out there unless you're hitting a tall sailboat that's like 90 feet tall. I don't know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and like when I'm flying, I always make like my escape plan as well. So like if I need to get a certain shot that's not very high, but maybe like there are trees above it, and like but I need to get a shot going like down a path like under the trees. It's like I like to know when I could go up and when is not a good time to go up. So just in case like if like if you're following a subject or whatever, and then like either you're getting too close to the subject or too close to something else, sure, you could just let go of the controls and it will break by itself. But I also try to keep in my mind like, okay, well, if something happens and I get too close to a subject, I know there's nothing above over there where I'm going to be flying. So like if I'm getting too close, I could fly up as opposed to like only trying to break, and just some small things like that too have saved me quite often.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, Anthony.
Yeah. So then you got compass. The compass, do the little dance. These things don't take a lot of time for the time that you're going to save of going to find your drone somewhere because it flew off. These things don't fly off because that's what they do all the time. It's because you don't do the maintenance, and another thing is too, is so if you're going out to fly and you're planning to make a video, okay, go to the point or go to the spot, you drive to the spot, you plan out your shot, okay, you get that shot. Now if you want to fly in another area and it's a little bit distance away, don't go flying over to that area, keep line of sight, you know what I mean? Go take the drone down, drive over to that area, get that point of view, get whatever you're going to get over there. I mean, you'll save a lot of headaches by doing that. And not only that, at the same time, you'll be developing and building a story to your video. So
It's true.
You can build your video in your head and say, this A, B, C, D, E, and then put an A, B, C, D, and E together, and you got the alphabet, right? Some of it, right? Whatever.
I'm wondering, you probably do it, Mark and Anthony. Do you guys use storyboards? You've heard that term, right? You use a little storyboard during your video shoots. Anybody in the
term?
Let us know.
Yeah, I've heard the term. I've used storyboards before, not necessarily with drone footage, but yeah, like just for if I was shooting like a music video or like whatever type things that required more of a story, then sure.
Right.
So I plan. So what I'll do is I dream a lot, and I'm always been a dreamer, a creator, and I'll create everything in my mind, and I'll picture the shot before I go get the shot. I'll say, all right, I want, and then there's the typical, drone maneuvers. You got the droney, you got the orbit, you got, pull away or over the top, something like that. So I'll plan those shots, and in between, so in post when I'm editing, I'll do some whips, and those become my transitions. Like today, we were shooting this observation tower, and there was rocks in front of it. So what I did is I pulled the drone up to the rocks and bring the drone up so that it revealed the observation tower.
Okay, cool.
So that's a nice transition.
Yeah.
And, it's called a reveal. You know what I mean? I do a lot of reveals because they're really cool, and it brings an excitement to the storyline or whatever. But I create the storyline in my head, and then I go and film it and get those spots.
Same here.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Michael. Michael Blade got the number.
He's got. We'll send him a couple stickers. We got the Remote Pilot 101 and the Fly for Fun. Yeah, Captain Ray, you don't have a sticker, a Fly for Fun sticker on that notebook. Just saying.
Yeah. No, I got it right on. It's right on the back of it. Yeah.
I noticed that. See that?
Well, guys, we got a couple videos we're gonna show. Let's see. I think I got one from JC flying. Let's put up a little.
And again, we welcome videos from the viewers. Send them to us, and we'll show them next week. And JC, he always puts up nice videos. I love his video.
associated in that hospital?
JC loves to fly, man. Great supporter of the show. Thank you, JC.
Great shot, JC.
Nice.
Like that. Yes.
How many ducks were there?
I'm counting them.
They're all ducking.
Yeah. JC's like me. I love flying by water or over water.
Yes.
Really, really nice.
Nice shot. Kind of looks like where I was at today almost.
It's down in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Nice. Hey, did you see that big mouth bass just jump?
No.
I didn't either.
I was going to say, you saw a bass?
What are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
was
with
like, how did you know what type of fish it was from all the way up here?
Hey, I'm Aquaman.
Yeah, for real.
He did say big mouth bass, you notice.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a nice transition, JC.
Mike, that's some pretty country there.
Beautiful over there. Oh, yeah. Nice tail away.
Oh yeah. JC getting fancy there, baby.
And Mark, we got the Rhode Island drone guy in the house. How you doing?
Oh, is that Johnny? Carlos.
And DeMarco. DeMarco's in the house. How you doing, DeMarco?
So, guys,
Good job there. Good job.
Good job, JC. I wanted, so we talk about the DJI, and as you guys know, I'm an Autel fan.
No, you're not allowed to say that on this show. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I tell you, the funny thing is everybody waits for this Mavic 3, right?
Yeah.
M3, the M3 or whatever we're going to call it,
Yeah.
and you got a drone that does everything that the Mavic 2 Pro should have done. You can't come from a Phantom 4 Pro and have 4K at 60 frames per second with a mechanical shutter, 1-inch sensor, and then go to a Pro Mavic foldable drone when the first Air had 4K 60 frames per second. You get me?
Yeah, no, I understand.
You following along?
And to be honest with you, Mark, if I had your money, I would buy one of those Autel drones too.
Wait a minute. Your pond is bigger than mine. You got a lake. Now wait. It's not that much more money. It's $1,500. It's the same price as the Mavic 2 Pro. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody, and listen, I'm not the only one. I was too. I'm a DJI fan. You know what I mean? But I knew with the Evo 1 had a great camera. And it was a great camera. That when that drone came out, I was like, that camera is amazing. I knew when the Evo 2 came out, it was going to be amazing. I didn't want to wait for the Mavic 3.
Right.
Because we were talking, I didn't want to wait. I wanted that 4K 60. Now, a lot of people say, oh, wait, why do you need 4K 60? Well, if you got a moving car or a moving subject and you want to slow it down, you want that 4K 60, the 1-inch sensor. And then if you want to punch in, you got that 6K.
Right.
Oh, I mean, it's a great drone. And my biggest thing is that if we promote another drone company, DJI has to keep up, and they can't up their prices. They can't be the solo drone company out there and give it into another company.
You want competition, yes.
Yeah, more
competition is a good thing. Competition is a good thing.
Somebody said, because I was talking about the auto, yeah, but they don't have a lot of drones. They don't need to. They got one drone that does everything.
Right.
You know?
And I haven't heard about these drones until like I started meeting you guys, and you guys were all talking about it. I was like, the heck, like DJI was really the only one that I've heard of, just because like they have good marketing and they're made for like the consumer. That's why like they also have the geofencing and whatnot, because they're just for like regular consumer type people for the most part. But yeah, these other drones, I guess, are looking into them as well.
Parrot went enterprise. Parrot got out of the game. They went enterprise. They knew where the money's at, because where we're at in the drone world right now, it's over 10 years, and enterprise now you got all these people like law enforcement, fire departments. They're all buying into drones. So Parrot made a great move.
That's gonna be the next big, huge market, for sure. Department,
and that's why they got out of this game. The pro consumer. Inspire 2. Netflix hasn't called me yet.
Well, you never know. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
We got another video. Jackie sent one. Jackie from Drone Seekers.
Oh, cool. Good. And she's in Spain, right?
Yeah, and Captain Ray, you're gonna be a guest on the show, I think Sunday, right?
Yes, yeah. I'll be on Drone Seekers International with Marcus and the rest of the crew.
Mark, you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, you will. This is very creative.
Oh, you seen it?
Very, very nice, Jackie.
I like it. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Shot in black and white. I love it.
I know. Totally different.
Oh, this is great. I love the audio. I love the music.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a drone video produced like this.
Yeah, this is definitely very different.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story in a second when it's not but 2 minutes 51 seconds. I'll tell you how she kind of came about that. She got some beautiful country flying.
Yeah. And even those little cutscenes with the text on it and the border, again, like that goes with the black and white. It's like that old school silent film vibe.
Look at that.
Vintage. It's like vintage.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Hollywood,
that's cool. Perfect time to pull away. It's like he used his chi to move it.
Yeah. Really, really cool.
That was very awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, she's pretty good, man. She's incredible. I tell you what, she actually had another one. I think we played on Michael and Sergio's show Friday night. Man, that thing was unbelievable. Well, if you hold up, guys, we're gonna pop this last question up, and then we'll
say Bill from Metro Drones. Good to see you, Bill. Thanks for coming in.
Let's see if Mark knows this and if he remembers. What is a characteristic of stable air? Unlimited visibility, of course, that's A. cumulus clouds, or C, stratiform clouds?
Yeah.
Unlimited visibility.
Mm-mm.
Hey.
Well, we'll see who gets the right answer here.
No, I didn't get it.
No. And Matt, right? Matt, Johnny.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah, it's B.
C, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, Matt. Yeah.
Hey, Jack. If Jackie's still in this in the live show.
No, it's 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah. She's probably sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marcus does that drone seeker show at 2. It's 2 o'clock on Sunday, and Captain Ray will be a guest on there Sunday. Yeah, they do the Drone Seekers International.
Oh, what was the answer to that question?
C.
Oh, C.
Stratiform clouds.
Oh, there it is.
Did you miss that one on the test?
I probably did. It's been a long time.
Maybe it wasn't on there. That I don't think. I was kind of confused about stable and unstable air, but I didn't have much on that on the test I took. Now I knew a guy that took it about 2 weeks before, and he had a ton of weather related questions. So,
well, I just had it. It was in May. I just had to do the reoccurrence.
Returning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that video. It was really vintage. Like it had this vintage feel to it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what she was on the show. She showed that on the Drone Seekers, and she said that she was just shooting, and she actually didn't have a lot to do, and she didn't know what to do with that footage, so she just kind of put that together on the spur of the moment like that. So yes, and that turned out really great.
Yeah, I like it. I like the whole idea.
Yeah, she does some incredible stuff. I mean,
yeah, you don't never see anybody shooting black and white like that on drone footage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Pretty
good.
I'm
different. It's very
question one more time. People in the chat, send us your video. We'll be glad to highlight them.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do that like the last 10 or 15 minutes of every show. Maybe just show some videos. People love to see how the people do stuff, and hey, guys. Hey, just post your stuff. I know it's great to Mark's got to teach me editing. So, hey, I did go to the dockside today. Let me share this little video, Mark.
What do you edit on? And what software are you using to edit?
Final Cut Pro.
Gotta watch out for Johnny. Yeah.
Here's Johnny. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I like the soundtrack about it.
Oh, here we go.
That Mark dancing over there.
Look, you see me? I was on the dockside. You get it? The dockside.
Yeah.
It was fun flying that in that.
When I seen you text me that, I thought you bought it.
No,
and
I
was a great place to fly, Johnny. That's
I
really.
was out there, and I said, I never put it in FPV mode, and it's like, man, I think I had it maybe in the middle. In normal. And I should have just put it on sport, because I'm like you. There's not a lot out there to hit. You do, but I had a bird. I had one bird in particular was trying to take my drone down. So
I flew into a vulture like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to take it down.
We try to keep our show about an hour. We'll start with Anthony. Anthony, we want to thank you. And I know I had texted you probably a couple months ago, and you was kind of like, I don't know, I never really done. But Captain Ray text you again, and we appreciate you having on. And man, it's fun,
thanks so much.
We just have a good time, and I know we just have a good time on the show, and we don't we just like to have fun. That's all. That's what we do, fly for fun. So tell us, you can.
You want to say goodbye?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Again,
Absolutely.
I'm so glad to meet you guys, all of you, and the people who aren't here that, from the Florida meetup. It was just so cool. Met a lot of great people, learned a lot of great things, and I really appreciate it. And again, if anyone has crash footage, please contact me, either find me on Facebook or email me or whatever it can be, because
I'm fixing to crash the Femi Mini. That'll be a good one.
Okay. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Anthony.
See
And
you guys.
Mark, what do you have to say for everybody tonight in closing?
Well, thank you. Continue to tell people about this show, because this show is fantastic. It's amazing. You got two great guys, and it was a pleasure to be on the show with Anthony. And thank you for tuning in, guys. This is an amazing show. Tell everybody in your groups or whatever other groups in, so that we can get more people into this live show. And they have amazing guests all the time. So thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah,
and,
next week
I'm
we
gonna
have
get the
Chris
boot.
Waters. Yeah, Chris gonna be on. Chris Waters will be on. So hey, that'll be fun.
I'll tell you, it's amazing, Mark. Thank you for being on. A lot of people don't know it, but you do a lot of live stuff on Facebook, and I watch you a lot, so that's good. And the other thing, guys, in the chat, don't forget to support each other. Go to everybody's channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, because we really appreciate it. And I know you got better things to do on a Wednesday night than listen to Johnny and I, but we try to get great guests, just like we did tonight,
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, and get out there, fly for fun, and fly safe.
Yeah, guys, support everybody on Monday night. I do want to say Brad Austin and Al Duran started a little show. I think they're going to do Monday at 7 Eastern time. So tune in to them. And then you got Ron Brown and Marcus with Drone Nation on Monday. And Tuesday, you got Build a Drone Reviewer. And then, of course, right after that, you have Philly and Ron. Wednesday, we got Phantom Flight 101. They're right before us, Herman and Lawrence. And then they kind of, they really plug our show. We appreciate it. So y'all tune in to them. And then, of course, after us, I think Coast to Coast Bill Thomas will be on right after this. And John Coopy, they're doing the FPV thing tonight. Thursday night, of course, you got Ken Herron. Friday, you got Kelly Shores is on. And, of course, myself, Michael and Sergio and Maddie host the Fly Zone Quadcopter show. So, and Sunday, you got the Drone Seekers. And I know Order's on Saturday. You got Roger with the Canadian Drone Hub. So, yeah, a ton of shows. We actually try to put a guide together. It's really hard to keep up. I don't mean to keep, leave anybody out. It's kind of hard to keep up with all the shows, but
Saturday mornings, you guys do a sunrise.
Yeah, and the sunrise
crew. You got the sunrise crew on Saturday and Sunday morning. Yeah.
Dennis and Roz and
coffee with Rodney.
So Rodney Bell, Rodney does a little coffee show
awesome
on Saturday morning, and I've kind of been doing with something on Sunday morning. If it's of course going to be raining again, we got a little tropical depression already coming this way, Friday and Saturday, so might stream Sunday morning possibly if weather doesn't get too bad. But yeah, I want to thank y'all again, Mark and Anthony, and everybody tune in. For next week we have Chris Waters and
Aldrin Astacio, maybe.
Yeah, Aldrin hadn't got. Well, he did get back to us, but we haven't confirmed it yet. But yeah, so we got that two great guys next week. So hey, have fun and fly safe.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Good night.